Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the SaxaVord Sessions, all the way from the SaxaVord Spaceport, UK Spaceport, and on Shetland on this fine windy day. And boy, it is windy. Davy Sinton over here nearly blew away outside there for a wee minute. My van's sitting wobbling about. Glad to see so many of you joining us already. Please hit the share button and let us know what's going on. And we've not seen you. Happy New Year, absolutely everybody. Great to see you back. Hello, Mary. There's Mary. Hello, everyone for a wintry Aberdeenshire. Yeah, you've had a lot of snow as well. Anyway, here's a wee set of tunes to get us going. The first one is The Crack at Clashmore Hall for Nell, and the second one is Garde Bejaten, a Swedish wedding march. Cool, here we go. There we go, the Crackit, Clashmore Hall, Gardy by Atten, and then into 3 Ronnie Cooper reels, the Tushker, Miss Susan Cooper, and the last one was Millbrae, and Millbrae's not that far away from here in Unst, it's quite close. So Donald Lee, hello Donald. Donald says hi for a soggy Crawford John. That's where I came from. Old Willie, Willie's there. Good morning for Chattanooga. Marge just joined us. Alexa Burnett's in Aberdeen. Danny's in Hamilton. All these folk. Nice to see everybody. Happy New Year, everybody. Gloria Hayhurst is in, I think, is Gloria in Yorkshire? I can't mind. Maureen Harvey's in Cornwall. Lovely to see you all. Please hit the share button, folks, and get as many folk on as possible, and we'll see what we can do with the wee show today. It's lovely to be here again. Davey and me's in the building, I'm glad to say, because it's very, very windy outside. I hope you've all survived that bout of bad weather we had, and Spaceport's up and running again. And Mrs. Wood says she's in the living room in front of the fire that I put on this morning. Yeah, and we're just sitting here, Davey, freezing. But here we go. Here is a wee set of Shetland waltzes, since we're here. This is Rona's Voe, Sunset O'er Fuller, and the last one is the Isles of Gletness, which is an awful bonny place off Neston when you see it. Lovely place. Enjoy a wee waltz. There you go. Some bonny Shetland waltzes for you. Now, Anne Smith's tuned in for Whiteness. Anne says, wee bit of a breeze here today. The trees are horizontal and the sheep are flying overhead. Yeah, nice day for the washing, as Davey says. Nice to see Alistair Warhawk joining us as well for Dalcross. And Murdo McRae, how are you doing, Murdo? Nice to see you joining us. Happy New Year to you as well. Murdo's wanting a couple of 2-4 matches, which we'll do after this one. Here is a wee set of tunes. It's just well-known matches, starting with Hello, My Not Brown Maiden. It's a wee video that I made, and Karen's provided some of the snow shots for you. So enjoy this wee tune while I go and warm my hands up. See you soon. There we go. Fabulous, fabulous. Hello, Peter. There's Peter Coots joining us with Fettler as well. Peter, we're going to have a Fettler tune in a wee while that I recorded, the Anne-Marie Waltz, that was written by Andrew J. Hewson. And I've just messaged Michael over in Canada and told him we're playing it today, and he got back to me and said, that's super, so that's lovely. Murdo wanted a couple of 2-4 matches. Well, you can't get any finer than the conundrum. So we'll start with the conundrum, and then we'll tack it for there, as they say. I think it'll be Mrs. H.L. MacDonald of Denach. Why not? Why not? There we go. Here you are. There we go. There we go. That was the conundrum. And the second one was Mrs. H.L. MacDonald of the night. There's Alan Crookston joining us. Great set of 2-4s, Peter. Thanks very much, Alan. And Peter Mon, the Gers and the Jambos. Aye, we've got a day ahead again. That's good. All go. I agree, Alan, on the Gers and the Jambos. That'll do. That's good. Right. Anne Smith says, I'll give you a reprieve for my usual request to Belviso. I'm glad about that because my fingers are a bit cold. But could you play a two-step? And I certainly will, because it's getting to that time of year where up Helias are starting. I think I've got 10 gigs up Helia a week this year or something like that. So there'll be a few Boston two-steps that week. And here's one for you written by the other Andrew Hewson from Fettler called Willie and Bertha's Boston. And Willie, I saw Willie up here. His daughter lives up here, Anne. They live in the Outskerries, and they were over here for Christmas and got stuck with the snow and all that. And they said they heard me piping at Hogmanay. So that's good. Nothing like waking up the neighbourhood. So here's Willie and Bertha's Boston for you. There we go. Willie and Bertha's Boston. Anne Smith says, thank you very much. P.S. Come on, Dundee. That's not nice, is it? After us playing a tune for her with the Jambos the day. There's Willie as well. And Anne jumped on as well there. And said, thank you very much. And Willie said, thanks, Peter. Nice to be announced for the festivities. Good to see you. Yeah, it was great to see you. Hello, Albert and Dundee. There's lots of folk. Albert's wanting me to play James Forrester Rankin. I'll play that. And he says, and I'm sorry. What does that say? Not come on the D, but come on the D. No, another Dundee supporter, Davy. what can we do? What can we do? Right, I was talking earlier about this tune by Andrew J. Hewson, the other Andrew Hewson. You're getting two Andrew Hewsons in a row here, but different people. And Peter Coots has put on that Michael's his first cousin in Canada, so that's really nice to ken that. This is a really bonny tune, and I spoke to Maurice Henderson about this because I wasn't sure of the background of the tune at all, and we're not exactly sure who the tune was written for, but maybe somebody could enlighten us, Anne-Marie Waltz. But it's a really bonny tune, and I've done it in a kind of Marge Hankin said about the Tusker. I played the Tusker earlier on there, Marge, after. Oh, did I? Oh, I did. Did I know? I started with the Ronnie Cooper tunes. Yeah, I did. And I'm going to, the Anne-Marie Waltz, I done it in a kind of Scandinavian style because I thought it really suited that. And Maurice was able to tell me that he was very into Scandinavian music, Norske music, and Canadian music, which makes total sense. So here is Anne-Marie Waltz, a video for you. Enjoy. Sorry, hit the wrong button there. This is the Anne-Marie Waltz. There we are, the Anne-Marie Waltz. Isn't that a bonny tune? Anne says she loves that tune. And Marge says, lovely photos, Karen, it was. Apart for the Doug one, that was me. The dash hound in front of the fire. That's its resident place. You can smell it cooking. But there we go. Right. Albert wanted the tune James Forrester Rankin, so here's a wee set of tunes, starting off with Bratic Bana, would you believe? And then I think we're going to do Where I Were the Gaddy Runs. Is that how you say that one? And then we'll take it from there. Hello, there's Jason Dove. Jason's on for Denmark. Jason's coming over to join the band this year for Denmark for Up Helly Week. He plays accordion, piano, and he's a great singer. Sings all sorts of things. So, yeah, I showed you some videos. Yeah. So, that's good. Jason, Davey says, you're too good for our band. There we go. That's nice. Here we go with Bratic Bana. Now, there we go. I think we're back to normal there now, ladies and gentlemen. I did get a message come up there that said that the internet had dropped out and it was trying to reconnect. So hopefully it's back with you now. You can let me ken. Alexa says there's no sound, but Mary says it's back again, so I'm not sure who's doing what. Somebody let me ken that it's back. And it's a wonder the internet's working at all, to be honest, in a day like it is up here. It's unbelievable. Yeah, Danny says we're back in business. Thanks, Danny. It's howling up here. They're talking about it going up to storm force this afternoon, so it's quite. It's gale force 8 the whole time and getting on. So, and Jason says it's working there, but that's in Denmark. See, they're prepared for it. They're prepared for it. But right, here's a wee song for you this time, because we've not had one in the day yet, and it's the Corries with Bill Hill's most amazing, famous song, "The Portree Kid." So enjoy.
This for Margaret. A man came riding out the west one wild and stormy day. He was tall, quiet and hungry, his eyes were smoky grey. He was lean across the hurdies, but his shooters, they were big, the terror o' the Hieland glens. That was a Portree Kid. He drum ho, he drum hey, the chuchtar that come through sky. His sidekick was an older man, and oh, but he was mean. He was called the midnight ploughboy, he come frae Aberdeen. He'd 27 notches on his cromach, so they say, and he killed 1,000,000 Indians way up in Stornoway. Well, Portree booted in the door, he sauntered to the bar. He bought a shot of crabbies, he shouted Slangevar. While midnight was being chatted up by a barroom girl called Pam, who said, well, howdy, stranger, who'd buys a baby sham? Now over in the corner sat 3 men frae Ochtertool. They were playing games for money in a snakes and ladder school. The 4th man was a southerner who'd come up from McMurray. He'd been a river gambler on the Ballachulish ferry. He drum ho, he drum hey, the chuchtar that come frae sky. Does anyone here know this song? Portree walked to the table and he shouted, shake me in. He shuggled on the egg cup, he gave the dice a spin. He threw 7 sixes in a row and the game was nearly done. But then he landed on a snake and finished on square one. The game was nearly over and Portree was doing fine. He landed on a ladder, he was up to 49. He only had but 1 to go and the other man was beat. But the gambler coped the board up and shouted, you're a cheat. Men dive behind the rubber plants to try and save their skins. The accordionist stopped playing, his sidekick dropped the spoons. He says, I think it's funny, you've been up that ladder twice, and your eye was done at the table when I go to throw my dice. He drum ho, he drum hey, the chuchtar that come frae sky. You okay now? Fine. The gambler drew his ski and do as fast as lightning speed. Portree grabbed a screw top, he cracked him o'er the head. Then he gave him laldy wi' a salmon off the wall, and finished off the business wi' his lucky grousefoot's claw. Portree walked up to the bar, he says, I'll hae a half. And you like the way I stuck it on that wee McMurray naff? But the southerner crept up behind, his features racked with pain, and he gubbed him wi' an ashtray, made it a curl and stain. Well, the fight went raging on all night till opening time next day, wi' a break for soup and stovies off a coronation tray. It was getting kind obvious that neither man would win when came the shout that stopped it all. There's a bus trip coming in. He drum home, he drum hey, that took the comfy sky. They sing this song in Galashiels and up by Peterhead, way down o'er the border, across the Rio Tweed. About what became a Portree, Midnight and the gambling man, they opened up a gift shop, selling fresh air in a can. He'd run home, he'd run hey, that calm free sky, free sky, free sky, free sky, free sky.
Absolutely brilliant, isn't it? I just think that song's hilarious. I was very, very fortunate and lucky enough and privileged enough to do, I think it was about 3 years in a row, we played Hogmanay and Christmas at the Carbridge Hotel in Speyside there with Andy Ramage, my good pal, and Bill Hill. And Bill, of course, wrote that song and many other parodies that were hilarious. In fact, I would love to get him on the show someday just to see if we can conjure him up. And Davey's got a few good stories about Bill Hill as well. And some of them even involved the police, Stephen Hughes. A night in Greenock jail. Oh, dear. Anyway, there we go. So that was the Portree Kid. It's just, if you've ever been up the west coast of Scotland, it's perfectly Danny down in Hamilton there asked me if I'd play the Sweetheart Waltz, and I know what he means. He means the set of tunes that I'd done in an album, and it was the two tunes. One I wrote for Grace, my wee lassie, and the second one is a tune on that I wrote called Karen's Waltz for my wife Karen, and it was Karen's birthday on the second there, so happy birthday, Karen, and here's your tune for you. I wrote this tune and Karen actually came up the aisle to this when we got married. So it's a wee slow waltz for you, but enjoy. There we are. Thank you very much, folks. Nice comments about these two tunes. Karen's Waltz, Grace Elizabeth Wood and Karen's Waltz. Danny says, awesome tunes. Woke up twice this week. Tune playing in my head. Probably due to trying them all week. That's nice. Thank you very much, Danny. Good. Danny plays the box a bit as well. And met my pal Davy Vernon that I've played before on the show the other night at Campsie Accordion Club, I think it was. I think he was saying he was maybe going to Bigger today. I wonder if is Bigger cancelled today, Danny? I'm not sure. You'll let us ken. Peter Coots and Fettler says, ask Karen if she can mind her spicking doll. There's a story here going somewhere. We'll have to ask her. That'll be good. Super duper. Right. Here is a wee video for you. A wee set of reels this time. First one by Ian Holmes called, I think it's Ellen Wilson's reel. The second one is the tune I wrote for Davy, I think. Yeah, Davy's, what was it, your 105th or something? I can't remind. Was it 75th? You were last year, though, but they would not write the tune last year. Yeah, and then a Stephen Spence tune, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but Stephen Fiancey, a fantastic composer. Stephen was in the Trad Awards this year for composer section. He was one of the nominees. And unfortunately, he didn't win it. But I said to him, I've been in a couple of categories before as well for things. I've always been the bridesmaid as well. So join the club. That's the way it goes. Here's a wee set of tunes. There we go. That was that 3 reels. And the last one, Double Deal Reel, I think it was called, by Stephen Spence, that last one. It came back to me when I was listening to it there. Super that you're all joining us today. Fantastic amount of people watching us today. Thank you very much. It's wonderful. Please remember the SaxaVord Sessions is on every Sunday at 1:30. We'll be here to entertain you. So if it's a horrible day outside, this is the day to do it. And the more you share us, the better it gets, because it's easier to keep the show going. So hit the share button and let everybody know where you are. Here's a couple of 6/8 marches. The first one's called the McNeils of Ugadale, and the second one's called Murdo Mackenzie of Torridon. Boy. I love driving about Scotland because I see these name places and you go, oh, I ken that tune. It's great fun. There we go. A couple of 6/8 marches for you to get the show going. Right, Spaceport. This is the SaxaVord Sessions for the UK Spaceport. Mary says in Burravo, it's poor weather today. You're no kidding. You're no kidding, Mary. Right, here's a wee quick video I wanted to play for you today as well. This is Davey recording and playing all this. A few weeks ago, we played the Corries singing the song The Waters of Tyne. This is Davey's recording it with the Comblins, and I've stuck some photos on it last night because I think you'd like to see it. It was about 11:45 at night or something like that. I noticed a post on Facebook said there's some northern lights out, and I went out and had a look, and it was absolutely stunning last night. And it was that way where they were changing all the time, just flickering back and forward. So all the photos here were taken within about 10 seconds or 20 seconds of each other. The lights last night with some other photos interspersed between. But this is Davey recorded and playing The Waters of Tyne. So enjoy. Well, there we go. What a beautiful tune. And as you can see, the Northern Lights were quite something last night. It was cloudy. So can you imagine that was coming through the cloud, which was quite amazing, very atmospheric. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Marge, Gloria, Nell, everybody, Maureen, thank you very much for listening. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, we're here, Davy Sinton and myself, every single week, 1:30 on a Sunday. If you're stuck for something to do or just had your dinner and needing to sit down and have a rest, we'll be here. So thank you very much for joining us today. This is the SaxaVord Sessions from the SaxaVord UK Spaceport signing off. And we'll see you next week. Take care. Cheers.